Singing along the way I go, praising the Lord, praising the Lord.
Well, hello everybody, and greetings. This is Hilton Griswold on Inspiration Time, saying good to have all of you with us today. Got a lot of wonderful songs, heard from a lot of great folks all across the country. I'll share that with you, but we've got a lot of requests, and here's the first one. This family that wrote to me said, we used to hear you years ago on KMA in Shenandoah, Iowa, and you sang a song, I'll Be Listening. And we sure did. And here's the song, I'll Be Listening. When the Savior calls, I will answer. When He calls for me, I will hear. When the Savior calls, I will answer. And I'll be somewhere listening for my name. Yes, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. Yes, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. If my robe is white when He calls me, if my robe is white, I will hear. If my robe is white when He calls me, then I'll be somewhere listening for my name. Yes, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. Yes, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. That's an old song, and I'm glad to give that song today and answer that request. And in the same group of letters that came in, there was a request for a song that Elmo Mercer wrote a number of years ago, Each Step I Take. And that is an old one. Do you remember this wonderful old song? I like to sing it. Elmo Mercer wrote it, and if you know the song, why don't you sing right along with me? Each step I take, each step I take, my Savior goes before me, and with His loving hand He leads the way. And with each breath I whisper, I adore Thee. Oh, what joy to walk with Him each day. Each step I take, I know that He will guide me to higher ground. He ever leads me on until someday the last step will be taken. Each step I take just leads me closer home. At times I feel my faith begin to waver, when up ahead I see a chasm deep and wide. And then I turn and look up to my Savior, strong when He is by my side. I trust in God no matter what may come, for life eternal is in His hand. He holds the key that opens up the way that will always lead me to the promised land. Each step I take, I know that He will guide me to higher ground. He ever leads me on until someday the last step will be taken. Each step I take just leads me closer. Each step I take. Well, that's a great song. Now I want to do something a little bit different today. Most of you know that I have recorded made some recordings singing all 4 parts of the quartet. Okay? That one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay? And now I want to, there's on this tracks, I've got 3 parts recorded, and the piano and the harmonica, and then I'm going to sing with that tracks today. Thank you, folks. So many of you have written in and asked about the tape that I've made. And this one is I Have Somebody With Me All the Way. Now that's me. Though others would be lonely when all their friends are gone, my Lord is ever standing by my side. A heavy load upon me, and yet I'm pressing on, because I found a Savior, friend and guide. I have somebody with me to share the heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. And though trouble overtakes me along life's weary road, I have somebody with me all the way. Last verse. Some folks have lots of pity, they say I'm sad and low, but I don't need their sympathy at all. For in that golden city, my Lord's prepared a home. I'm leaving when I hear the final call. Yes, I have somebody with me to share a heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. And though trouble overtakes me along life's weary road, I have somebody with me all the way. Yes, I have somebody with me to share the heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. And though trouble overtakes me along life's weary road, I have somebody with me all the way. Well, how you like that? Well, let me turn my outfits off over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that's a great song. Vepp Ellis wrote that song. Vepp Ellis has gone on to be with the Lord and to receive his reward. Here's a song that we have a request for that came in this bunch of mail, and I just want you to look at the mail that's been coming in. It's in this stack of mail. I'm not going to try to go through it today, but here's the stack of mail, and the song was requested that Stuart Hamblin wrote, It Is No Secret What God Can Do. And many of you know that song, and you've requested it, and so if you do know it, you sing right along with me, will you? It is no secret what God can do. The chimes of time ring out the news, another day is through. Someone slipped and fell. Was that someone you? You may have longed for added strength, your courage to renew. Do not be disheartened, for I bring news to you. It is no secret what God can do. What He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. There is no night, for in His light you'll never walk alone. Always feel at home wherever you may roam. There is no power can conquer you while God is on your side. Just take Him at His promise. Don't run away and hide. It is no secret what God can do. What He's done for others, He'll do for you. He'll do for you with arms wide open. He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do. Stuart Hamblin wrote some good songs, and that's one of them I think is a very, very good song I like to sing. A few days ago, I got a letter. Let me see if I can find the song. Yes. And Mosie Lister wrote this song, and they wanted the song His Hand in Mine. And they said, this is one of our favorite songs at our place, and you've sung it a number of times. Would you sing it again, His Hand in Mine? Well, thank you. Thank you for writing to us, and thank you for requesting songs. Now, you see, you watch me keep watching. You see, I get all the folks. Here's a batch of mail, 2 pages of the batches of mail that comes to me. And here's the request. Down at the bottom, I write down the songs that folks are requesting, and that's how I make up a lot of my program, is to sing the songs that is requested. And here is the one that the folks requested, His Hand in Mine. Ask me how I know my Lord is real. You may doubt the things I say and doubt the way I feel, but I know He's real today. He'll always be. I can feel His hand in mine, that's all I need to know. I will never walk alone. He holds my hand, and He'll guide each step I take. And if I fall, I know He'll understand, till the day He tells me why He loves me so. I can feel His hand in mine, that's all I need to know. I will never walk alone. He holds my hand, and He'll guide each step I take. And if I fall, I know He'll understand, till the day He tells me why He loves me so. I can feel His hand in mine, that's all I need to know. His hand in mine. Oh, I like that song. Mosie Lister wrote a very beautiful song, I think, right there. And I just love to sing songs like that. Now, it's time for everybody to sing a couple of choruses with me. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to sing right along with me today. And do you remember? Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. He's the lily of the valley. He's the bright and morning star. Well, He's the fairest of 10,000. Everybody ought to know. You remember that one? Do you like that? Let's do it again. Everybody, you, the great choir all across this whole country. Now you join with me and let's sing. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. Everybody ought to tell. Everybody ought to tell. Everybody ought to tell who Jesus is. Well, He's a lily of the valley. He's the storm. He's the fairest of 10,000. Everybody ought to know. Oh, thank you for singing with me. And there's one more that I've got a request for. Yeah, it's right here, right on this particular bunch of mail that came in, and they wanted me to sing, "Fill My Cup, Lord." Remember? Fill my cup, fill it, Lord. Let's everybody sing right along with me. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up, and make me whole. Let's sing it one more time. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up, and make me whole. Oh, what a wonderful chorus. We sing that chorus a lot, and you must too, because we get requests for it, and we thank you. Oh, we thank you for really writing to us and letting us know. And here's another. I got two requests, and I'm only going to have time to put one on here. If we never meet again this side of heaven, I'll meet you on that beautiful shore. Do you remember that song? Albert E. Brumley wrote this song, and I think it's a great song. Soon we'll come to the end of life's journey, and perhaps we'll never meet anymore, till we gather in heaven's bright city, far away on that beautiful shore. If we never meet again this side of heaven, as we struggle through this world and its strife, there's another meeting place somewhere in heaven, by the side of the river of life, where the charming roses bloom forever, and where separation comes no more. Oh, if we never meet again this side of heaven, I will meet you on that beautiful shore. Albert E. Brumley wrote that song, And I think he wrote a very beautiful song. Now, I don't know where the folks heard this one. J.B. Coates wrote this song, and it goes a long ways back, and it's entitled, Headin' for Glory Land. Wake up, oh sinner, God needs a winner. Come now and take your stand. Look up to Jesus, and free he frees us, heading for glory land. Oh yes, I'm heading for heaven's glory land. Heading for glory, singing the story, heading for glory land. Oh yes, I'm heading for heaven's glory land. Heading for glory, telling the story, heading for glory land. Well, the old clock on the wall says to say goodbye. So until we greet you again, this is Hilton Griswold saying goodbye. God bless you.